Hi everyone. Um, what I got here right now is 10 of my favorite work knives. So now you're probably wondering, why does Warthog have all the pen blades out? Well, for me, um, knives are a tool, especially at work, which is why I kind of love my job. I get to, you know, bring a different knife every day or however I want to do it. But I'm going to show you, since I took today off because I'm sick. I don't know if you guys could tell. Yesterday I was dragging on that case video that I did yesterday. Um, but yeah, I'm still pretty sick here, so I needed 2 days off. I'm all caught up at work. So I'm going to do this video here. You're going to see all the different size pen blades. I got them all set out kind of like a dentist would have, um, his picks and stuff, or a surgeon. And usually I know what my schedule is and what I'm going to be doing. So I'll know what to pick to take to work. And of course, I will always bring this. This is for the heavy duty work, which I'll show you in a minute. Spyderco, a little native. But I got a little circuit board here, and I'm just going to try and explain what I meant by when I have to scratch traces. Did a couple, this is just an old circuit. This is useless. This is actually a circuit for a infrared Delta sink faucet. When you put your hands under there and it clicks and the water comes out. But this is not any of the circuits that I actually modify. The ones I'll modify are industrial circuits for big steel stamping presses. And those presses are all built like in the 1930s to the 1950s. So they can't get new circuit boards. Like if the controller board craps out, they send them to us, and we do the repairs or we do the revisions. As you can see, this one's a Rev D, but some of the circuits that I've revised are all the way up to like Rev M and O. But anyway, let's see if we can do it here. But say the CAD data would come in where I'd have to put maybe a wire from this point to this point. What I would do is scratch what they call masking into the trace. You can see where the copper is coming out. And I used to do this with an X-Acto blade, but X-Acto blades don't work as good. Look how nice and clean that is. All that masking is off. And let's say we're going to go to this point. And that gets you down to the clean copper with the traces. And now I'd be able to solder a wire from this point to this point, epoxy it down so it doesn't come off. But this would be like a mini scale version. A lot of these boards I work on are a lot bigger, and the traces are a lot wider, where sometimes I might have to bring out the big dog. And what I like about the Spyderco is because it has the thumb hole here, you can get a good grip. This part's called the ground plane, where all that copper around the outside, where the traces aren't, is the ground. So if I needed to do a modification and get it to the ground plane, look how much I can take off without hurting the copper underneath. But anyway, that's just the gist of it. So that's why you always see me buying knives with 2 and 3 blades, just so I can use because I have to use the pen blades. But I also have figured out the way how, say I want to bring my Fantoni in. Fantoni's kind of useless for doing that. Just because of the length on it. You can't really get an accurate and the point. But what I usually do is maybe pick one of these and just leave it at work, because if I have to do 50 mods, it's going to take me 2 to 3 weeks to do 50 mods. Well, not 3 weeks, probably 2 weeks to do 50 mods. Because it's not just putting one wire on, it's a whole bunch of stuff with epoxy and everything. So usually I'll pick one and just keep it at work in the desk. Then I can carry this and this. Or I can carry one of my GECs, like my Ram's Foot or my Cody Scout. This one here, I like to bring this to work a lot, because there's a lot of other things. All these parts that I get come in little boxes with a bubble wrap, and then the shipping tape wrapped around the bubble wrap. There's a pain in the ass to get to the part. So a nice sharp big blade cuts you right in getting to that part right away. So then I'll be able to bring that in. Or the good old Titty-Ute. This thing's wicked sharp here. This thing cuts right through boxes like you wouldn't believe. But that's basically it. I just wanted to show why. See, because this pen blade, for what I need to do for modifications on a circuit board, it's not feasible. You're no control. Actually, my 2 old Sheffield knives are actually the best. The Taylor's Eyewitness, I can get right down in there and just get right along the trace without hurting anything else. And this is the Woostenholme from Sheffield. Oops, I missed. But you get the point. And of course, after a couple days, I actually bring, let's see if I got it here. I always bring this to work too. Everyone should probably get one of these. It's just a little mini honing stick. You'll take the burrs right off. Yeah, God, I'm getting sick as hell. All right, but I don't know if you guys seen this one yet. This is one I haven't showed. I've had this for a long time. Mechanic Special. It's a Hibbard. I forgot what Hibbard. Hibbard Spencer and Bartlett. It's HSB, made in the USA. Check this dog out. Mechanic Special. This is one if I'm going to be working with epoxy, because then I don't have to worry about cleaning the handles real good. I mean, I can get my hands real dirty, and you don't want to be getting epoxy all over this nice, beautiful wood. But it's fun to bring this in for opening up the packages and the boxes. And I mean, this thing will zip right through. Let's see if I got a little Ziploc bag around. Why even worry about trying to pull the zip apart when you can do that and get your part out? But anyway, that explains it all. So I know I see a lot of people, they always like their traditionals with one blade, as do I, but I have to buy some that have dual blades. And then, of course, I got some that'll do most of the cutting jobs. This one here cuts through boxes and packaging like nothing else, too. And, of course, the Case Barlow, Boker USA. That's another Wooston home from Sheffield. My Russell Arch Barlow from the 30s. Vintage Schrade with the custom handle put on. It's a Mammoth. I haven't showed this yet. This is a Boker Mini Stockman. It's got like the perfect size blades. And one day I'll do a video on this too. This is an excellent knife for me at work. It's a Camillus 4-blade Congress, but it has the mirror image blades. You get a pen blade on each side and a sheep's foot on each side, exact same blades. So I guess if one goes dull, I got another one. And that's the other Wooston home. So, all right, I'm going to make me some hot soup, put the PJs on, watch some cartoons, and I hope everyone has a good day. Bye-bye.